US L1 visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows employers to transfer senior executives or managers from one branch in a foreign country to another one in the United States. Fortunately, the US L1 visa does not apply to a specific company or some countries. Even small startups can transfer their employees in this way. Hi, this is Max from the Visa Library. In this video, I will discuss details such as the application process of L1 status, fees, duration, processing time, and so much more. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, no time is better than right now. Do it so you can stay updated on our visas and get a free cheat sheet at the end of this video. By the way, we publish 3 videos every week, so it's better to subscribe. Let's go. What is a US L1 visa? The US L1 visa is a temporary work permit for temporary intra-company transferees. This visa is issued to those who work in management positions or have a specified knowledge. To be qualified for this visa, you must, number 1, work for a company outside of the US for at least 1 year in the past 3 years. Number 2, work as a manager or provide services on an executive level for the same employer in a branch in the US or an equivalent organization. Number 3, your job position in the US should be full-time. What are L1 visa types? Number 1, L1A visa. This visa is for those who work in management and executive positions. Number 2, L1B visa. This visa is for those who have a specialized knowledge. There is no annual cap on issuing this visa. Therefore, everyone who goes through the application process can obtain an L1 visa. What is the executive capacity and what are the duties of a manager? Executive capacity refers to the employee's ability to make extensive decisions like CEOs, head of the marketing department, or the head of operations of a company. They have executive authority in a company and are supervised only by shareholders or the board, can set rules for the company, and participate in the critical company decision-making process. Who is eligible for an L1 visa? L1 visas are for companies to transfer their qualified executive or managers to a branch of the company in the US. You must, number 1, have the authority to hire and fire employees. Number 2, be responsible for the whole company or at least a part of it. Number 3, supervise the work of employees. Number 4, have the power to make decisions in the company. Number 5, not be subjected to direct supervision. And yeah, that's it. Who is eligible for an L1B visa? Let's see. Applicants for L1B visas are key employees of a company. These people have gained their expertise through years of experience. Without these people, the quality of a company's services and products will not be the same as before. For example, surgeons and physicians of a hospital, engineers, lawyers, teachers, and professors. Yeah. What are L1 visa requirements? Let's see. Number 1, valid passport. It must be valid for at least 6 months from the date of the visa expiration. Number 2, your photo. Number 3, online application form DS-160 and its confirmation page. Number 4, interview confirmation letter. Number 5, form I-129 and its copy. Number 6, form I-797. Number 7, form I-129S and 2 copies. Number 8, 3 copies of form I-797. Number 9, employer's letter containing your job description and transfer. Number 10, evidence that you have been with the company for at least 1 year over the past 3 years. Number 11, a letter written by your previous employers and their contact information. Number 12, contact information of 2 of your current and former colleagues. Number 13, pictures of your workplace. Number 14, your resume. How to apply for the US L1 visa? To apply for these visas, the employer must first apply for authorization so that qualified employees can work and live in the US. Let's look at the steps. Number 1, getting a transfer offer. Getting a transfer offer is the first step that must be done by the employer. An employer who owns an affiliate or parent company in the US must provide a transfer offer in an executive or a specialized knowledge position. Step 2, completing Form I-129. Form I-129 is completed in 2 ways. Number 1, individual petition. The employer must first apply for an employee transfer. An individual application indicates that an employee has applied for an L1 visa. Form I-129 must be submitted to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services or USCIS. If USCIS approves the application, the visa application process will initiate at the U.S. Embassy. Number 2, blanket petition. A blanket application enables large companies to transfer many employees to the United States with the approval of USCIS. Organizations that intend to transfer foreign employees to their branches in the United States must have some features. Let's look at them. Number 1, the organization must be in the business trade. Number 2, the organization must have an office in the US for 1 or more years. Number 3, the organization in the foreign company and its branches must have received 10 L1 approvals over the past 12 months. Number 4, the organization in the foreign country and the subsidiaries in the US must have annual sales of at least $25 million or have 1,000 employees or more in the US. In this case, the employer must file a Form I-129S to the USCIS. After approval, Form I-797 is issued to the employer. This form contains all the employees who intend to be transferred to the US. The blanket application is valid for up to 3 years and can be extended as required by the employer. Step 3, completing Form DS-160. This form is available online and contains questions about your purpose for traveling to the US and helps the embassy decide. After submitting this form, the confirmation page and a number will appear that you need to keep. You must pay $190 as a visa application fee. Depending on your home country, you have to pay additional costs. To obtain the L1 visa, you must schedule an interview with the embassy or consular officer. Participation in an interview is part of the pre-visa process. During the interview, the consular officer will investigate your intention to travel to the US. You have to prove that your transfer is genuine and you are going to work in the country. The US L1A visa interview questions are designed to see if you meet the requirements for this visa. Questions about the L1B visa are also designed so that the embassy official knows why your knowledge is important to the company. How much does the L1 visa cost? Let's see. Applicants for the L1 visa must pay $190 as a visa application fee. Keep in mind that you must keep the payment receipt with you and provide it on the day of interview. Depending on your home country, you may have to pay additional costs. Here's a question. How long is the US L1 visa processing time? The processing time for individual petitions is slightly higher than blanket petitions. On average, the L1 visa processing time is 3 to 4 months when the visa application is submitted. There is an option for premium processing, so employers can pay for it and find out if the application has been approved in 1 to 3 weeks. Another question: how long is the US L1 visa valid? When the employer requests Form I-129, the duration of the contract is specified. If your visa is approved, this duration will specify the length of your stay in the US. As soon as you arrive in the US, you will receive a Form I-94, which states your stay's duration. As you approach the time of your visa expiration, the employer can petition to extend the visa. If your renewal is approved, you can stay in the US for more time. An L1 visa holder can extend this visa twice and work in the US for up to 7 years, while an L1B visa holder can extend and work for up to 5 years. Once this period is over, you can change the status of your visa to obtain permanent residency. Next question: can you convert an L1A visa to a green card? The process of converting an L1A visa to a green card is possible and is easy. There is no PERM requirement for the L1A visa to a green card. You must have been employed by a US company for 1 year during the past 3 years. You need to have a clean record as well. Your employer files the Form I-140 and you file Form I-485 to convert an L1 visa to a green card. The processing time for Form I-485 is no different. When the USCIS approves the application, they will provide you with a biometrics time. It will be close to a USCIS application support center. Then you will receive your employment authorization document or EAD in 2 to 3 weeks. You might receive an interview notice. You never know. After 8 to 14 months of filing your Form I-485, you can expect to receive your green card after completing the interview. Here's a question: can you convert an L1B visa to a green card? First, you need to ask your employer to sponsor you in your green card application. The employer needs to apply and receive a PERM labor certificate on your behalf. Then, your employer needs to file an I-140 form. The date USCIS receives the employer's petition gets called the priority date. The employer needs to wait until the priority date becomes current and monitor it on the state's monthly visa bulletin. You can submit your Form I-485 when your priority date is current. Bear in mind that you need to go through consular processing if you're outside of the US. Can you bring your family under a US L1 visa? Yes, you can bring family members, including your spouse and unmarried children under 21, to the US. These people must apply for L2 visas. The L2 visa holders are allowed to have a driver's license, open a bank account, enroll in academic courses, and work by getting the employment authorization document or EAD. Well, there you go. Now you can start your application and get that sweet US L1 visa. If the steps were so confusing, don't worry. I'll put a cheat sheet on our website. Go ahead and download it. Link is in the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It will help YouTube's algorithm. You can also follow our social media accounts. Links are in the description. If you have any type of visa that you want to know about, write the name in the description and we will make a video for it. Thank you all for watching.